All right, back again with another collection update. This is going to be a big one because I didn't necessarily buy a lot of stuff. I just happened to get a bunch of stuff in a mail at once. Also, some flea market pickups and all kinds of cheap stuff that I just happened to find. So, as usual, starting off with the PS5 and moving backwards in time, and then finishing with Blu-ray. Also, the Blu-ray pickup sections, like they are getting larger and larger. The more I do the Blu-ray collection videos, the more labels I start to include in these pickups. So now we already have Criterion, Arrow, 88 Films, Radiance, just a bunch of labels here. So yeah, starting off the PS5, I got a couple of games that I've been eyeing for a really long time. Haven't played either one yet, but I should at least check out System Shock quite soon by Night Dive Studios. This is the physical for the remake of the original System Shock. I tried to play the original on the PC a long time ago, years ago, but I never got into it because it hasn't aged that well. It's quite rough to try and get into. So, for example, it's a first-person shooter where you cannot move freely. It's like a point-and-click type system, if I remember correctly, something like that. So the movement is quite restricted. It's odd. It's quite difficult to get into, like I said. But this one has been rebuilt from top to bottom, so might as well check it out quite soon. The second game in a series, which I hope they are also going to do, that one is phenomenal. So let's see what the first one is like, brought to modern day. And then the other PS5 game that I got is a used copy of Unicorn Overlord, which is a tactics RPG by Vanillaware. As you can immediately tell from the art style, if you know Vanillaware, you know what their stuff looks like. Doesn't have anything, no. Oh, it's a download code. What is this? Heraldry pack. I guess there's some cosmetics or something. DLC. So yeah, this is the only Vanillaware game, the latest Vanillaware game that I haven't played. So might as well check that out. I've played all the other ones as well. Right. Then 2 PS4 games. This one annoys me so much. I got a sealed copy of Abzu. And this is one of the games that I want sealed for the collection because I own this digitally. And the European physical for this, so this is American, the European physical for this has been sold out of print for years now. But I saw on the shelf of a local game store a European copy of this, used, not sealed. So I asked them, do you have any sealed copies of this by any chance? And they said no, but these are still available for order, so they can order me a copy. And they told me that it would be a European copy. And I asked them quite clearly, like, are you sure? Because it has been sold out for a long time. And they promised me, yeah, it's a European copy. It says so in the system. I was skeptical. And when I got it in the mail, what do you know? It's an American copy. So thanks a lot, guys. But yeah, Abzu, I think is a really fun game. Underwater exploration game by many of the people who worked on Journey. Really good. Quite early PS4 game. I remember playing that in maybe 2015 or so. When was this released, actually? Does it say here? No, it doesn't. I think it's 2014, 2015, around that time. Right, and then I also got really lucky in a auction. No one else wanted this, so I got myself a copy of Outlast Trinity. Not the most expensive game out there, but not the cheapest one either. So got a good deal on Outlast Trinity, which includes the first game, the DLC for the first game, and Outlast 2, and this is the 2-disc edition of it. If I'm not mistaken, there are versions of this that also have download codes in them, but this is everything on disc. So you have the first game and the DLC on one disc, and the second one on another disc. Also, this thing that looks like a manual but is not. So you have contents and it's just warranties and customer support. But there is a section for notes, however. I don't know why, but there is a section for notes. Back in the PS2 days, all the manuals would have these like notes section at the end of the manual. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Now these games, the first one and the DLC, I think are great. I like those games a lot. Really good first-person survival horror games. Well, are they survival horror? Not really, because you can't fight back. So I guess they are just horror games, like first-person horror games, I guess. The second game I never played, so I'll check that one out soon. It's among the next ones that I think I'm going to play. Right, then I got 3 PS3 games here. In the last collection update video, I talked about Killzone. I got this physical for the Classics HD version of Killzone. Now, those people who collect PS3 games know that this is not a release usually sold on its own, as you can see, not to be sold separately. So in Europe, there was a physical release that had a cardboard box and had this one, the second one, and the third one all on separate cases and on separate discs. In separate cases on separate discs. Goddamn prepositions, I can never get them right. Right. So this comes from the European cardboard box set, which is probably one of the most expensive PS3 items in the European region, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I found this single copy of just the first game. I have also single copies of the second and third games. So I thought I'd pull the trigger. It wasn't too expensive. I would rather get this for a good price than pay like 150 to 200 euros for the box set. When this is the only one that I really want to get, because the second and third games, like they aren't really even collectible. So yeah, happy to get that one. I'll play it also quite soon on the PS3, hopefully, if I get the time. Then I got some other PS3 games here. Got Skate 3, a notoriously buggy and broken and clunky game. I am currently playing the first one. At the moment. And it's quite good. I should also get the second one at some point, because I don't have that one either, but yeah, the Skate series is quite interesting. It's much different. It's much more realistic than the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, in a sense that you aren't just jumping around or doing these 100-meter jumps, doing 50 tricks, combos. It's just kick flips and heel flips and the basic stuff. Like open world exploration. I really like it. And then I got a physical copy of one of the worst games ever released. I haven't played this, so I haven't verified it for myself, but I got Right to Hell Retribution, a notorious motorbike gang game, I guess. Supposedly one of the worst games ever made. Got it for close to nothing. It was still sealed when I got it, but the plastics were nasty, like really dirty, and also ripped from a couple of places. So I just took them off. I don't need like dirty plastics in my collection. So Right to Hell Retribution. There you go. Then I got some PS2 games here. Speaking of sealed copies, I got a sealed copy of Vampire Knight, which is a light gun game. I don't own a light gun, but I got this. I think I think from the same person I got Right Away Retribution from, and the Killzone one. So I got this one from the same person. It was really cheap, so I just jumped on it. I don't think I have any sealed PS2 games in a collection, so this is the first one, the only one. I used to have a sealed copy of Persona 4, but I opened it because I wanted to take a look at the manual and the soundtrack CD, so I don't have a sealed copy of that one anymore. It's quite expensive at the moment, so maybe I shouldn't have opened it, but well, there you go. And then some quite interesting PS2 games. You rarely see these for sale, but I got them. This is Everblue and Everblue 2. So these are underwater exploration games, like diving games, on a PS2. Not a genre that you see much. Please focus, thank you. Not a genre that you see many games in. Subnautica is somewhat close to that, maybe, but that has a lot more mechanics than this one. So you are diving, you're a diver, you dive, you search wrecks, and it looks really cool. It looks so like something I would enjoy a lot. And then there's also the sequel, Everblue 2, and these are in really good condition as well, these copies of the games. So yeah. Oh yeah, like I always forget, like, these are all sealed. Just a black and white manual, nothing special about that one. And what is here? Do we have a color manual? Well, it's more black and white, so nothing exciting about the manuals. But yeah, Everblue 1 and 2. I don't think I've ever seen used copies of these in the wild, but now I did, and I had to get them. So there you go. And then I have here a stack of PS1 games, all cheap ones. So starting off with Action Man Destruction X. The case is a bit cracked, but it opens and closes just fine and does come with the manual. So I don't think I've ever played this one. This is a vehicle combat Action Man game. The PS1 era Action Man games I have fond memories of because I have played one of them. I can't remember which one. It was a third-person action game, and I really liked that one as a kid. So when I saw this, I knew I had to get it. Action Man Destruction X. Then I got a quite good condition copy of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. Does have a crack on the cover. I don't know if like there. But otherwise, good condition. It does have, what is this, English and Dutch. Yeah, that's Dutch. Terug in alle havigheid. I can speak Dutch, but it looks like Dutch. Or maybe it's Belgian, I don't know. Correct me in the comments if you know that I'm wrong. Right, so again, a complete copy of this game. Now I have Rainbow Six and both of the expansions on the PS1. I've actually played the original Rainbow Six on PS1. But I don't think I've played it on a PC. I've only played it on a PlayStation 1, and it kind of holds up, I guess. It's a PS1 first-person game, so the controls aren't great, but it kind of holds up. I think it works quite well because the game is so slow-paced and like tactical, so it covers many of the disadvantages of the frame rate and everything like that. Right, then I got a copy of Disney's Atlantis, The Lost Empire. Now I got this for as cheap as I did, like 10 euros, I guess. Maybe because there is also a Nordic copy of this, or a Nordic release for this that has Finnish on the back cover. So a lot of people in Finland, where I'm from, want that one. The same goes for the other Disney licensed games. But yeah, I remember playing this as a kid. I never owned a copy of it, but my cousin had a copy of it. And I just loved this game. Third-person action game, multiple playable characters with different abilities. There is a piece missing here from the bottom. but that is what it is. Otherwise, it's in a really good condition. There you go. Not the greatest booklet out there. Then I got a close to nothing costing copy of the second Die Hard trilogy game, Die Hard Trilogy 2. Again, a auction pickup. No one else wanted it, so I got it for, I guess, what was it? €6, €7? Yeah, one of these licensed Die Hard games. There are now there are multiple games with Bruce Willis in them. I don't know if this one has his likeness, but for some reason Die Hard has multiple games on a PS1, and then Bruce Willis also did the Apocalypse game, so his face is everywhere. I guess they don't have the likeness of Bruce Willis because it's the guy from, you can only see him from the back, but well, there you go, Die Hard Trilogy 2. And then I got another childhood favorite of mine, a hood classic, if you will, Action Bass, which is a surprise fishing game, complete in box, in a really good condition. Do we have a manual that has anything worth showing in it? No, just black and white and text. There you go. I played hours upon hours of this as a kid, and now I finally have a physical copy of it for myself, because I think I had a Thailand pirate copy of it, or pirate copy of it bought from Thailand. Right, so that's the game pickups. Quite a lot of stuff. I also got a Jigglypuff, so a sealed Jigglypuff amiibo. So add that to the collection, it can stay there. So there you go, Jigglypuff added to the collection. Now I have 3 amiibos. I have the pink woolly Yoshi, and I have Olimar from, well, it says Super Smash Bros. On the box, but from Pikmin. And now I have a Jigglypuff as well. Right, then let's get to the Blu-ray, which is quite a stack. I guess I'll start from the bottom. Why I put these here in the wrong order? I want the heavy stuff on the bottom. So, Radiance Films. These are the March pickups. I think, did I not get one of them? Oh yeah, I didn't get the Jacques Rivette one. What is it called? Vassavoir, as a Finnish person would say. I didn't get that one because I just don't care about Rivette. I'll get it during a sale maybe at some point. But yeah, these are the March Radiance films that I got. Haven't watched any of them, so just, for collection purposes at this point. This is the Hard Boiled box set, which has 3 movies by Alain Corneau, a French crime movie collection. It says here on the front that it takes cues from Dirty Harry and Jean-Pierre Melville, which is a good sign. But yeah, I think I'll unbox this one just because I've seen people in forums wondering if this has multiple discs or not. So I guess I'll check that one out and let people know. So here we go. Oh, it's not too tight. That's nice. So you have here Siri Neuer, and then Police Python 357, and what is the third one? Choice of Arms. And it does come with 3 discs, so each movie on its own disc. Everything in one case, quite interesting. So 1 case, 3 discs. And then we have a softcover book. I don't know anything about these movies, so I don't know if I want to get spoiled, but maybe I'll take a look at some of the still photos, screen caps, if you will. The music of Georges Delerue, or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, I got this box set just because I've heard a lot of good things about Siri Neuer, the second movie in the box set, and because it looked like the trailer. Again, I got caught up. The trailer got me. I was on a fence about getting this one, and the trailer that Radiance had for this one looked really good, so I decided to give it a shot. So there you go, an unboxing of Hard Boiled. Next up, we have... Why do they have to do this to me? I can't pronounce French names. What is that? Jetaime? Yeah. It's by Alain... God damn it. What is the last name? Resnai? I don't know. Anyway. It's a time travel drama movie. Looked interesting. It has been compared to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So that piqued my interest. And then we have The Eel by the great director Shohei Imamura. Also featuring the actor who is in every movie, Koji Yakusha. So if you watch Japanese movies, like you've seen this guy in dozens of things. The Eel. Quite a controversial movie from the 90s, I think. What is it? 97? Yeah. It's one of his last ones. And then I got the Raro video release for Rulers of the City. Don't know anything about this, but I've enjoyed the other Fernando Di Leo releases that Radiance has done. So got this one as well. So I still have a complete collection of Raro's UK releases. Then, moving on to 88 films. These are all new ones. I don't pre-order from many companies. I usually only do Radiance and 88 films. Sometimes Arrow, sometimes Eureka. But I like supporting 88 films because they are releasing stuff that interests me and stuff that most people probably wouldn't release. So, starting off with Michael Mack's Sex and Zen, which is a category 3, like an erotic thriller. What these usually are is what these usually are. Now, the reason why I got this one is simply because it's directed by Michael Mack, who is really good. He was, I think, wait. Is Long Arm of the Law his stuff? I guess it is. Or something else like that. Like he's directed a bunch of stuff, bunch of good stuff. So, Sex and Zen. Then I also got Stanley Kwan's Center Stage. This nice cover. I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah. This slipcover is exceptionally high quality. Looks great. I've also watched this movie already. I got it in a mail and I watched it immediately. It's a 2.5 hour biopic on a Chinese actress from the 1920s. So exactly the type of stuff that the masses want. It features Maggie Cheung in a lead role. She is always fantastic. It looks great. It has a great soundtrack as well. When you put the disc in and start it, the main menu has the theme song playing. It's so good. It's so good. Really sad and melancholic movie about this actress this real actress from the 1920s who was a big star and then committed suicide in her 20s. So yeah, really happy to see these Stanley Kwan movies getting released. I've now watched all 3 of them already that were released. So this one, Love and Waste and Rouge. Rouge is by far my favorite of them, but they're all great. Definitely worth watching and picking up. Then I got this. This is a complete blind buy. I don't know anything about this. It's a movie called Hong Kong, Hong Kong. Looked interesting. Has sort of a sports angle to it. And this one is apparently more of a straight-up drama movie. Whereas usually, like these Hong Kong movies that are released in the West, they are, except for the Center Stage and other movies that are more, let's say, grounded in reality, like usually you only get like these ridiculous action movies and kung fu movies. So it's always great to see something else as well, getting a release. And then I got a couple again. Well, I've heard that these movies are awful, but I still wanted to get them. So 2 more movies in the pink lineup. You have Girl Hell and Assault, Jack the Ripper. So these are softcore sex movies, thrillers, whatever. Usually quite cheaply made and not the highest of quality. But, I have a complete collection of these, so I just wanted to keep up the collection with the latest ones. Right, so that's 88 films. Then I got a couple here by Criterion. These are used. I picked these up used, is what I was trying to say. Destry Rides Again with Marlene Dietrich and James Stewart. A Western, kind of a comedy movie, I guess, from the late 30s. Haven't seen this one. Looks good. And then I got a copy of Samuel Fuller's The Naked Kiss, which I have seen before. This is from the 1960s. So quite an early one by him. Well, not necessarily. I mean, he already did movies he wrote movies in the 30s already. So yeah, it's a movie about a prostitute who's trying to turn her life around. It's really good. It goes into places you wouldn't expect. Maybe the one criticism I have of this movie is that it doesn't really deal that well with the topic that is featured near the end of it. I don't want to spoil it, but it does have a twist to it. And it kind of feels rushed how it's handled. Right. Oh, I missed one. The 88 films pile. I also picked up Pinocchio 964, which is the latest addition to the Japan Anarchy line of just ridiculous Japanese mayhem. It's by the person who was the assistant director in Tetsuo the Iron Man, by Tsukamoto. What is the name of the director? I can't remember. Does it say it here somewhere? Yeah, Shozin Fukui. Just a bizarre, weird, like industrial body horror movie. Haven't seen it, but I'll check it out soon. Right, so there you go. That's Criterion and 88 films completed. And then I have here a stack of Arrow films. Bunch of these are used pickups, older stuff, and then also some new ones. So now that Arrow has announced that they are doing a 4K release of Brian De Palma's Dressed to Kill, people are selling their Blu-rays, and I bought one because I really don't care about 4K. It doesn't really interest me at all. So it's always great to see when companies are upgrading their old releases into 4K and people are selling off their old Blu-rays for cheap. So I got a first print of Dressed to Kill by Brian De Palma. Haven't seen this one, but the director is so good. Everything I've seen by Brian De Palma has been great. So obviously Carrie, Scarface, and stuff like that. Great director. I also got a first print of the forbidden photos of a lady above suspicion, which, as you can probably guess from the name, is an Italian horror movie. They usually have names like this. Looks pretty good. Don't know much about it. Probably get to watch it at some point. It's not the longest one out there. It's just 96 minutes. So there you go. The forbidden photos of a lady above suspicion. Next up, this is a fantastic movie. I watched this one years ago. Evil Ed. Got a copy of the first print with the triple disc. This one is a 90s horror masterpiece, one of the best horror movies from the 90s. It's a Swedish one. Tells the story of a video editor who goes crazy because he watches too many horror movies. And yeah, it's one of the best horror comedies, like proper horror comedies, where it has both the horror and the comedy in it. It's really good. So if you haven't seen Evil Ed and you're into stuff like Reanimator or anything like that, check it out. It's great. Next up, I got 2 Arrow Academy releases. So I got Running Man. It does have a little bit of damage. It's, both on the plastic and the cover art are a bit ripped or punctured, which is annoying, but yeah. This is the Running Man, not the Arnold movie from the 80s, but this is the one from 63. Yeah, it's by Carol Reed, the director of The Third Man. And it's all right. I watched this one quite recently, I guess. Well, a month or 2 ago, maybe. It's pretty good. It's an insurance fraud thriller. So you have this couple who is going for an insurance fraud, and well, usually it doesn't go too well in movies. So well, it doesn't this time either. And then I got this one. Really happy to find a copy of this. My Life as a Dog by Lasse Hallström. So another Swedish movie. 2 Swedish movies in one video. Incredible. It's a legendary Swedish drama movie nominated for Oscar awards back in the day. This is from, where is this from? 85. Yeah, I haven't seen this one, but I should watch it. 2-disc release, first print. Does have the booklet as well. Milky boxing. Yeah, really interested to finally at some point get to check this one out after hearing good things about it for years and years. There you go. And then I have 3 more here. I told you this was going to be a big one. Maybe I'll center these maybe a bit more like that. I got from a sale, Arrow had a sale recently that I picked up 3 movies from, or 3 releases from. These are all Japanese, so I like collecting everything Arrow releases that's from Japan. Same goes for Radio Films and all the other ones. Just an interest of mine. So firstly, there is Rampo Noir, an anthology movie which has a bunch of stories written by Edo Kavarampo, the famous writer. And well, the reason to get this one, I guess, is because it has Akio Jisoji, or Jisoji for your Americans. Akio Jisoji, who is a great director. He directed one of the 4 parts. And yeah, looks interesting. Then I got this one. Has 2 movies in it, Certain Killer and A Killer's Key, directed by Kazuo Mori, featuring Raizo Ishikawa, who is a fantastic action movie star from way back in the day. I don't know anything about these movies, but they are by Kazuo Mori, so they probably aren't going to be awful. He's one of the people who directed like Zatoichi movies back in the day. Quite a famous director. Not among the, let's say, A-list directors of that time, but definitely a name that is recognizable if you watch a lot of Japanese movies. And then I got Play It Cool by Yasuzo Masumura. I just love pronouncing these names and butchering them. So yeah, Play It Cool. I don't know anything about this one. I've seen by this director many movies. Blind Beast, I think, is his, and also Red Angel, really good movies. So if you're going to release something else by him, I'll get it. So there you go. That is the stack of pickups I have for this month. And I'll be back again quite soon with something else, video game or Blu-ray related. stuff. Thanks for watching and bye.